G'day YouTube, Down to Bricks here. Today I've got a special standalone comparison video. Regulars to my channel know that I normally do comparisons in the videos while I'm actually reviewing the sets. But I decided to do a standalone comparison video today because I've already done a comparison video, a review face-off between the 2010 and 2016 clone turbo tank. So I'm going to put some cards up, so if you want to go and have a look at a more in-depth review of any of these clone turbo tanks, please go and check that face-off review out. And I also have a standalone review for the 2005 clone turbo tank. But the whole purpose of this video is just having a look how they compare right next to each other. We're going to go in and have a little bit of a closer look, have a look at some different angles and a quick zoom along all the minifigs as well. Again, I'm not going to show any of the interior or play features or anything like that. I have taken all the little extra little builds that you get with these sets. I have put them out along with the minifigs so we can have a little quick look at those. But before we get to that, let's just run through the details of each set. So we're starting on the left. We have the oldest, we're going to go oldest to newest. We have the oldest clone turbo tank from 2005, set 7261, has 801 pieces, comes with 7 minifigs. Originally, when that was released in 2005, it had a retail of $90 US. Moving on to the middle clone turbo tank, that is the one from 2010. It is set 8098, has 1,141 pieces, 6 minifigs, and it came at a price of $120 US. And last but not least, on the right, we have set 75151. It is the latest 2016 clone turbo tank, has 903 pieces, 6 minifigs, and has a cost of $110 US. And just something else to note, the clone turbo tank in the middle is actually taken from the Clone Wars, and the oldest and the newest are actually from episode 3. The old 2005 turbo tank did actually have a re-release. So in the original one, which we have here, we get the light up mace window, and then the following year the same set was released under the same set number, but you didn't get a light up mace window, you just got the regular minifigure, and you did get an extra clone trooper. Okay, so let's go in and start with the 2005. We do get this cool speeder as well. Very cool set. We get the little turret there and our minifigs, a couple of battle droids, some clone troopers, Mace Windu, a scout trooper, and on to 2010. It's the big beast. We do get a walker, little command center as well there, weapons rack, and all our Clone Wars figs. And on to the 2016 minifigs. Fantastic minifigs. That Luminara, it's just a great fig. The Walker with the Scout Trooper, very cool Walker as well. Love the colour scheme on that one. And then we have our 2016 turbo tank. Let's take a look from up above. Give you an idea of the size of them. And Let's just check the suspension. I'm not sure if it's just the age of this one, but the suspension on this one's a little bit sloppy. Suspension on this guy, very good, and same with the 2016. Great suspension on it. A lot of fun these, just to swoosh them along the ground. Taking a look at them directly side by side, and this is where really highlights the size difference. I mean, look at that 2016 one. It really is a baby, isn't it? Another thing to point out is that we do have handles here that you can use to pick them up. On the 2010, 2016 has a nicely disguised handle. You can actually pick up this one with the drop ship from set, I think it's 10179, with the drop ship and ATOT walker, so you can pick this turbo tank up with that drop ship, which is pretty cool. And just having a look directly above, so you can see the 2010 is actually the longest. It's probably pretty close. There's not a whole lot of difference. It's actually not quite lined up there. If I push this one back just a little bit and have a look, yeah, so it's pretty close between the 2005 and 2010. Not much difference in length. Let's just put them back wheel to wheel and come down. Look straight from the front here. There's something unique with each of them. They all have different wheels. It's a different setup there with the wheels. The 2010 has the biggest wheels on it, and you can actually see it actually sits the highest. So where the body for this 2005 one starts higher than this one here, overall this one is higher. Does have the bigger body, does have the most clearance as well. If we get down really low here, really big difference in clearance. Have a look at that. Heaps of clearance. That's going to go over any terrain. And another look from the side. So here is the 2016. It's kind of hiding the others if I'm in close enough. As we come out though, you can see how big those others are. Got the 2010 in the middle. And just having a look at the rear of each vehicle.
So there we have it with our close-ups and our comparison, and now it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty and talk about what I think is my favourite, my personal pick here. I've got to say, I'm a big fan of all of them. Any clone turbo tank you can get your hands on, I think, is a bonus. They are all fantastic sets, all great minifigs. You really can't go wrong with any of these. I have to say, I am really feeling pretty lucky to have all three of these lined up because they do look pretty special, all three together like this. But let's talk about minifigs. What are my favourite minifigs? Look, I could easily go the 2016 as my favourite minifigs. The printing on them, Luminara, she's just a fantastic minifigure. All four of the regular minifigures in that set are just awesome figs. I think it probably just brings it down a little bit by having a couple of battle droids. I think, yeah, if we had got some other regular troopers, Kashyyyk troopers in there, I think would have been a real bonus. That would have been good.
But to go with my pick for minifigs, I think I'm going to have to go with the 2005 Clone Turbo Tank just to get the light up Mace Windu. I think that's a pretty special minifigure to have, so really like that minifig. The Clone Troopers, those Clone Troopers are awesome minifigs. Those helmet pieces, top notch, big fan of those minifigs. The Scout Trooper as well, another nice minifig. So yes, I think I will select that one as my pick for favourite minifigs. Really is hard. You could go with any of these. They are all awesome minifigs. And now onto the tanks themselves. Look, as I said, you can't go wrong with any of these. Just to have one of these in your collection is going to be a highlight. I really do love the look of the 2016 one. It's got a lot of greebling. It is rather compact, and that smaller size does bring it back for me. And in my face-off between the 2010 and 2016, I did go with the 2010 as my favourite, so that is still edging out the 2016. But now I've brought in the 2005. Which way am I going to go? Well, I'm going to stick with the 2010 Clone Turbo Tank 8098. It is the biggest out of the three, so just the sheer size of it is impressive. The bigger wheels, the higher clearance. It's got a lot of greebling as well. I just think it really does look fantastic. So that's the tank I'm going to go with. Of course, that is just my own personal feelings, my own personal opinion. Everyone's going to feel different. Everyone's going to think a little bit differently, and I want to hear from you guys. What is your favourite Clone Turbo Tank? We got the 2005, 2010, 2016, all awesome models. What is your pick? What are your favourite minifigs? And what have you got in your collection, and what are you wanting to add to your collection? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this comparison video, please give me a thumbs up. That would be awesome. So thank you for taking the time to watch, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.